All right, this was the quote of the day. He said, quote, "Snow, Stupak, Lieberman, who left these people in charge?" That quote is from Congressman Anthony Weiner. He joins us right now, live from D.C. Congressman, welcome. Good to have you here this morning.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You and I have spoken about health care reform many times. When you look at where things are right now, how upset are you that people have bailed on the public option? They've bailed on this Medicare option as well, which would have opened up some area for a public option. What are you going to do about it, and what's your reaction?
Well, my reaction is that I've wanted to contain cost and to give people more choices, and that's what the public option achieves. It's a little bit frustrating that some of the very same people who say they're concerned about the high cost of the bill have fought so hard to take out things like the public option. It reminds you one immutable truth about this debate. The health insurance industry is very powerful in this town, and they have won just about every battle that they've gotten into. We're not going to let the perfect be the enemy of the good. There's a lot of good things that are still out there, but we've lost a couple of battles here. There's no doubt about it.
So you believe the opposition to the public option is disingenuous? It's just people bought by lobbyists, and those people just in your party?
Well, I don't know, disingenuous, but inconsistent. You can't be for lower cost and be against the public option. CBO says it lowers cost. Common sense says when you introduce competition. You also can't have very much confidence in the free market if you don't want the public option, because people say, well, wait a minute, what if a lot of people choose the public option? How will private insurance companies compete? Well, my ideal is to always give consumers more choice. But, this is, the public option is in the House bill. It seems like it was stripped out of the Senate. And the alternative they came up with in the Senate was a good one, to expand Medicare to more Americans, the most expensive group. Now they've dropped that out as well. So I'm having trouble keeping track of what people are fighting for in the Senate.
Well, Howard Dean is pretty clear. He says they should just kill the Senate bill right now, because if there's the option, why bother? Why not just start over? And when you look at the Senate bill, Congressman, what's in it?
Oh, well, there's a lot in it. I mean, look,
yeah, I know, but
the
big stuff, Congressman, the big stuff that you want is not in it.
Oh, no, I'm not sure that's fair. Look, the 30 million additional... Here, hold on, let me just answer the question. 30 million additional Americans are going to be covered under the Senate bill. You're going to have the health insurance companies that you and I have covering us are not going to be able to drop us for pre-existing conditions, not going to be able to be capricious in the way that they deal with us. The problem is on the cost containment side, something that I care very much about, the options that we had to contain costs, which is either go to a single-payer plan or to have a public option, both were stripped out. So, I mean, look, I don't believe necessarily we should let the perfect be the enemy of the good, but we are reaching a point where a lot of us are wondering if this is good enough.
Congressman, I want to know what you think about the president's involvement in this, and also Rahm Emanuel, because there's a quote from Representative Jim Moran, a Democrat from Virginia, who said, Rahm came to us and basically said every single aspect is negotiable except getting a deal done. We are going to walk out of here with a deal done, to paraphrase that. What do you think about that? Do you feel like they sold out?
No, I believe that the president has not been vocal enough about some of these big issues that he campaigned on and that I believe he believes. Look, he said he supported the public option. If he put the finger on the scale and said this is what I really want, I think we'd get it. One of the mistakes I think we're making in this town is we say, oh, don't worry, we'll get some changes now and then come back in a few years and try to do it again. Well, we passed Medicare 44 years ago, and many of the same arguments were made then. It starts at 65. We'll move it incrementally to cover more and more people. That hasn't happened. This might be our last best shot for a very long time. So this idea of let's just get anything we can, I'm not sure I agree with. But Jim Moran's not wrong. I think at the White House they want to get this done. There are a lot of good things in the bill. I mean, I know I'm in a bad mood right now, but there are a lot of good things in the bill, and we have to make sure that we get those things done.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what kind of bad mood are you in?
10 being the worst, 1 being the best.
Listen, I'm on Fox and Friends. Everyone smiles and happy once you go on this show.
There you go. All right. Anthony Weiner, Congressman from New York. Sir, thank you very much for squeezing us in today.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
And try to get that arena built for the Nets. All right. Thanks a lot, Congressman. Meanwhile,